Have you ever wondered why or how did Bolivia came into existence? Because let's accept it. Bolivia has many different regions. For example, we have La Paz that is very high and is almost 4,000 meters above the sea level. We have also Santa Cruz that is almost at the same level of the sea. We have many different cultures. For example, in Chuquisaca, we have very different culture than we have in Pando, for example, or the region of Potosí is very different than the region of Beni, for example. So, and also the economic disparities. Yes, the economic disparities in our country, and also social disparities, for example, and and also racial disparities, we can say, because the people, the indigenous peoples are very different than those that live in the cities, for example, and so on. So how did this country came into life? Let's go back to the 1925, because by this time Bolivia declares its independence and marks an end to the Spanish rule, and also we had to manage many problems that we had inside our country and also outside, because our neighbors wouldn't be wouldn't wouldn't accept all the wishes that we had. So we had many problems. For example, that the economy was very destroyed after the long war we had with the royalist movement. For example, we relied heavily on the agriculture and also on the silver that was extracted from Potosí and also on the tin, especially the silver. And there wasn't a lot of transportation networks such as railroads, for example. So that was a very huge problem. A very huge problem. We have to remember that the especially representatives from Charcas, Potosí, Oruro, Cochabamba, and also La Paz signed the first Declaration of Independence. And we have also mentioned Antonio José de Sucre, which was one of the first presidents and governed until 1828, because there were a lot of rebels in the country. Okay, and yes, this is an image illustrating that the Declaration of Independence, and also how these departments, La Paz, Oruro, Potosí, Charcas, Cochabamba, unified to conform this new nation. For example, La Paz had about 40,000 people, 40,000 people in its population. Cochabamba had 30,000 approximately. Potosí something similar, but for example, one was Santa Cruz that had about 5,000. So it was very low, the population that would, and of course Santa Cruz would later become into the economic powerhouse of Bolivia. Also, for example, the National Institute was created in order to promote equality, and also the links, the ties between the different regions.